Shame doesn't wound you at attempts to erase you in front of witnesses. When someone tries to belittle you publicly, it's never just an insult. It's an attempt to rewrite who you are in the eyes of others. You recognize that surge, the warmth climbing your spine, the tightening in your chest, the strange silence that feels louder than noise. Suddenly, you feel reduced, while everyone else seems elevated. Your instincts push you to defend, to explain, to react. But here's the truth most never grasp. The second you respond impulsively, you surrender. The moment you argue, justify, or apologize, you've already stepped into their frame. You're no longer in control, you're performing in their script. But what if you didn't play along? What if that same pressure could be redirected, not with force, but with precision so sharp, it flips the entire dynamic? There is a method, subtle, strategic, refined over centuries by minds that understood power beneath the surface. Once you grasp it, humiliation loses its sting. Instead, it becomes leverage. Most assume pride cancels shame. That's incorrect. Indifference is its true opposite. But real indifference demands something difficult. You must detach from the need for approval. Are you ready to let that go? We're going to dissect this. Not superficially, but at the level where instinct gets rewritten. By the end, you won't just endure disrespect, you'll see it as an opening. But understand this. This knowledge is not gentle. It is calculated. Phase 1, understanding the mechanism. Before you control the situation socially, you must understand it biologically. When someone attacks your image, your brain reacts as if survival is threatened. In earlier times, rejection meant isolation. Isolation meant danger. So your body prepares for conflict or escape. And this is where most people lose, because in modern environments, the one who reacts visibly loses status. The attacker knows this. They're provoking your biology. They want movement, emotion, hesitation. They've cast you in a Roland. If you follow instinct, you perform it flawlessly. But a strategic mind overrides instinct. It observes instead. Here's the shift. Their attack is not about you. It never was. It's a projection. People attempt to diminish others when they feel challenged internally. No fulfilled person needs to reduce someone else. So ask yourself, what does their behavior reveal about them? Fear, envy, emptiness. Once you reinterpret the attack as exposure of their weakness, the emotional charge dissolves. You stop reacting. You start analyzing. And the observer is always the most dangerous presence in the room. Phase 2, silence as leverage. Most people cannot tolerate stillness. When tension appears, they rush to fill it. They laugh, explain, deflect. But that gap that pauses is not danger. It's an opportunity. The most powerful response to humiliation is controlled stillness. Not avoidance, but deliberate absence of reaction. They speak. You remain composed. No flinch, no forced expression, just steady presence. You hold eye contact not aggressively, but neutrally. Count slowly. 1, 2, 3. In that brief moment, everything shifts. The audience expects movement. When none comes, attention turns back to the attacker. Doubt creeps in. Did it land? Did it matter? Silence stretches. It becomes uncomfortable, but not for you. For them. You didn't absorb what they threw. You let it drop. Now they sit in it. They may attempt recovery, joking, pushing further, but that's instability surfacing. Let it unfold. Don't rescue them. Phase 3, redirection. After silence, speak but never defend. Defense implies legitimacy. Instead, shift focus onto them. Observe their behavior. Analyze it aloud with calm curiosity. They criticize you. You respond softly. You seem unusually invested in this. Now the spotlight moves. The conversation is no longer about your flaw, it's about their reaction. You've reframed yourself as composed and them as reactive. Another variation. Agreement but exaggerated. They call you arrogant. You reply calmly. It's something I've mastered. They expect resistance. You remove it. Their weapon dissolves. What you accept cannot be used against you. When there is no internal resistance, external attacks lose force. Phase 4, the audience dynamic. Public humiliation is never private, it's performance. The attacker wants validation. Most people try to win over the aggressor. That's inefficient. Influence the observers instead. People don't align with weakness, they align with control. When you remain steady under pressure, perception shifts naturally. Use subtle cues. A brief glance toward another person. A faint expression that communicates awareness. You create a silent alliance. Now the attacker appears excessive, isolated, trying too hard, and in social hierarchies effort signals weakness. Slow your movements. Control your voice. Let them escalate while you remain grounded. Like wind against stone, force fades, stability remains. Phase 5, removal. Some individuals thrive on reactions. For them, engagement is reward. Your strategy: erase them, not emotionally but perceptually. They speak, you continue as if nothing occurred. No acknowledgement, no shift. Just continuation. You're not ignoring, you're excluding. And exclusion triggers something primal. Being unseen is more destabilizing than being attacked. They may intensify. Net them. The contrast between their escalation and your indifference exposes everything. Attention is currency, withdraw it, and power collapses. Phase 6, internal stability. Techniques alone won't work if internally you're unsettled. Micro-expressions reveal everything. So ask yourself, why does shame affect you? Because you've outsourced your value. You've allowed external voices to define internal worth. Reclaim that. Understand your strengths. Accept your flaws. Once nothing is hidden, nothing can be used. Phase 7, precision response. If you choose to respond, keep it minimal. One sentence. Clear, controlled. Who is this performance for? Or, repeat that. Repetition removes impact. It exposes intention. Or the calmest one, you seem under pressure. Now they must explain themselves. And explanation equals loss. Phase 8, exit. After the moment, withdraw. Do not linger. Do not seek validation. Move on as if it carried no weight. Because true control is not winning, it's not needing to. Phase 9, deeper meaning. This isn't about dominance. It's about resilience in a world driven by perception. If you can withstand pressure, you gain freedom. Freedom to speak, to act, to lead, without fear of judgment. So next time that familiar heat rises, pause, observe, and remember, you are not trapped in the moment. You are shaping it. And once you understand that, you're no longer reacting. You're directing, and that changes everything. Near the end, if this shifted your perspective, hit like and subscribe to Winds of Thought, because this is only the beginning of understanding real power.